A wife has added a third person to her marriage after falling in love with a stranger at the gym. Saskia Michalki, 28, had been with her husband Marcin, 34, for 4 years when she met a woman in a fitness class she was teaching in late 2019. She became close to 29-year-old Louis, who is a lesbian, in the gym, and they started spending more time together as friends. When she realized she had formed a romantic attachment to her new pal, Saskia opened up about her feelings with Marcin, who is heterosexual. The woman, from Hamburg, Germany, says her husband was understanding and not surprised by the news. Saskia, who co-owns a media company with her two lovers, said, "I faced a big identity crisis when falling in love with Louis. I always thought you could only fall in love with someone new if your feelings for your partner were getting less, but this wasn't the case. I loved Marcin in the same way I had in the beginning, and the last thing I wanted was to lose him. But my feelings for Louis were suddenly there and I couldn't deny them anymore." She added, "Marcin and I had always been extremely monogamous. We dreamed of a house and children and thought it would be us against the world forever. We had a dream wedding in 2016 and were both 100% exclusive, and both not interested in anything outside of our relationship. I spoke to Marcin about my feelings for Louis and was crying and full of anxiety because I didn't want to lose him. To my surprise, he just smiled and said, 'Don't you think I've noticed these feelings, maybe even before you noticed them?' I'd been speaking about her so much, but he said, 'What's the problem? 2 + 1 = 3. From then on, I knew that I was free to explore further what was between Louis and I. Saskia and Louis started dating and immediately connected, and within a few weeks the trio had decided to take the relationship forward as a threesome. Six months later, they moved into a new apartment together. Marcin and Louis formed a platonic connection that has led to them becoming best friends, while Saskia alternates between sharing a bed with each of them separately. While Marcin and Saskia share their legal surname, Louis has adopted it as an artist's name as she is not legally married to them. They are currently searching for a way to give her the surname officially. Saskia said, "We always say, we are a family. Louis and Marcin are like best friends or siblings, their love is queer platonic and they don't have a sexual or romantic relationship towards each other. The three of us function like a team. their cohabitation has been helped by the fact that neither Marcin nor Louis are jealous by nature, which Saskia says is lucky. She said, "There is also not really a reason to get jealous. Both get a lot of love from me and from each other as well. We don't have the feeling that we are sharing any love, it's more like we are all putting our love into one big bucket and it becomes so much more love." It's really important that we are not two relationships, we are one family, one team. When it comes to intimacy, the trio says sex takes a backseat, and they never get intimate as a threesome. Saskia said, "Marcin and I have a sex life and Louis and I have a sex life. There is no three-way sex life." People often reduce our relationship to sex. The funny thing is, none of us is super needy or prioritizes sex highly. Cuddling, kindness and kisses are valued so much higher by us than sex. People always imagine that it must be complicated if someone is super horny and urgently wants sex and the other has to leave to room or whatever. This is absolutely unrealistic for our case. We've never even had a situation where one had to hear the others through the door or something. Now, Saskia and her lovers want to start a family together and hope that people will be more tolerant of their relationship one day. She said, "We are convinced that we found the biggest love of our life in our relationship. We are dreaming of getting old together, raising children and grandchildren and someday sitting on our porch and looking back at a wonderful family life." We don't have children yet, but we want to make the world a bit more tolerant for them already. They have recently published a children's book in German, named Muck die Wop, which explores the different types of families, including polyamorous parents, gay parents, single parents and heterosexual parents. Saskia added, "We think it is so important to showcase the diverse types of families that there are for children, so no child has to feel weird not fitting into the hetero norm." Since we outed our relationship publicly on social media, our lives have changed. Within a year we gained hundreds of thousands of followers and we think it is because people are hungry to learn about non-monogamous lifestyles. We think people want and need to hear that it is okay to not chase the Disney dream of being with one person forever. We want to give a glimpse into our personal life so people can see that we are not crazy and we are not sex-hungry hedonists. Our relationship works and we aren't hurting anybody. We are normal people that just happen to fall in love twice. Read more. Read more.